A beautiful day, a beautiful spring day out here in Cavendish, Prince Edward Island. Of all the places to start season 5 on Island ADV to bring you, Cavendish, friggin' Cavendish, eh? Jeez. Well, you know what? We don't come up here too often because usually this channel is all about showing you the hidden parts of Prince Edward Island that live on the other side of the red dirt roads. And Cavendish is absolutely not hidden by any means. It's usually the first stop for anybody that comes to Prince Edward Island. But this season's a little bit different, Island Riders, so welcome to season 5, and if this is your first time here, welcome to Island ADV. So more specifically, where we're located here today is just on the coast of Cavendish. We're North Rustico is just a little bit that way, and then the heart of Cavendish is pretty much up that way. That's where you find like Avonlea Village, for example. And this little stretch of road that we're on is Gulf Shore Parkway. It's one of my most favorite rides on the Blacktop. And man, it always delivers. It's so good to get back on the bike. You know, it's been a while since I've been doing these longer trips. Not really long today, but you know, just being on the bike with a little bit more thoughtful intention, and it feels great. But man, oh man, this is a beautiful spot. Anyway, this episode is a bit of an intro to the season and a bit of an intro to the channel overall. So if you're new here, this is a little bit for you. And if you've been here for quite a while, well, don't worry, we got some stuff to cover about that a little bit later in the video here too, so we'll check that out here in a bit. But for now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get on with our first mission of the season, and that is the same as pretty much every other first mission of the season, and that's to do kind of a recce of how the trails are looking right now. And I can tell you, we are ahead of the game in spring. So let's mount up on the KLR 650 and head out and see what we can find. Friggin' Cavendish, eh? Yeah, that's right. Cavendish is probably one of the most well-known places on Prince Edward Island, as I've said many times in the past. It's usually, for a lot of people who come to the island, it's their first point of contact to having a good time. Prince Edward Island is located in the maritime provinces of Canada. We're super duper small. We have a lot of red clays, so all of our roads are really nice deep red. And you know what, when I do this episode, when I do this first season opener, if you will, I like to include a few, you know, neat PEI facts. And normally they're the kind of weirdo facts, but you know what? I'm just going to give you straight up easy ones. The two most important ones are, number one, you know, like 33% or maybe even a little bit less now of our roads, 33% of our roads are all, you know, unpaved, which makes Prince Edward Island a small little ADV and dual sport paradise. Perfect for a bike like this, the KLR 650. The other fact, we have a population boom every single time in the summertime, and we're getting ready for it here soon. As this weather gets a little bit better and as the temperatures get a little bit warmer, we're going to see a lot of people. We'll go from, you know, around like what, 170,000 people to like over 1 million people just in the tourist season alone. And there's so much to offer here, so much beauty, and it's no wonder that people keep coming back. So what are some other neat facts? Well, one of the major industries that we have here is agriculture, and in particular potatoes. So go out there, find some Cavendish potatoes, and say you're a little bit of Prince Edward Island on the dinner plate tonight. The other thing, we're incredibly well known for the story of Anne of Green Gables, written by Lucy Maud Montgomery. And it's an incredible story. I've read it myself when I was younger, and I've reread it recently too. So there's a lot of cool tidbits about Prince Edward Island. But for today, the mission is to get back onto that red dirt and see what it looks like. See if we're into a bunch of mud slogs and ruts, or if we got a little bit of a dry condition to maybe explore a little bit further. Yeah, so all the really fun things about Cavendish are down that way, and all the beautiful scenery things are down that way. So left or right, we'll go straight because we're after something specific. Toronto Road. Oh yeah, there's lots of good jobs in Toronto. So to the new folks that are here, you know, I don't think we've been properly introduced. My name is Dowski. You know, I live on Prince Edward Island here. I have been living here for over 10 years now, and I absolutely love every single square inch of it. It's great. The thing that we're all about in Prince Edward Island, and the thing we're all about on Island ADV, is seeking out some adventure on the other side of our comfort zone. You know, we try to get out on this bike as much as we possibly can and just have a good time, you know? And days like now, you need every bit of positivity and every bit of enjoyment that you can get out of it. So, you know, here we are on the road together. The format for the videos is pretty much like this. We go out on a mission, we have a good time, we probably end up finding something interesting. Maybe we don't, but either way we're on the bike having a blast. And we try to have new videos every Monday. We try the best we can with that. Usually every month too, I'll try to check in with you folks with a little bit of a channel update to give you a heads up on what's coming up on the channel too. Alright, straight up front is what we're after. So we are at a bit of a higher elevation. You could already tell that we weren't quite at sea level from Cavendish, where we were on a little bit of a cliff face there. But this gets us into a section of Prince Edward Island that's got a lot of grade changes to it. It's really, really fun from a dual sport standpoint. However, it's not that great when it's all sloppy and mud. Let's get after this stuff. It looks pretty good. Throw the trail lights on real quick. It stood up for some of this. We gotta stay a little bit frosty for a couple reasons. I don't know when this is gonna go south on us as far as mud is concerned. I saw a couple guys on the dirt bikes go by. You can see the roost here on the road, and they seemed like they were doing pretty good, so I have optimism. But overall, it's great. The other reason why I'm taking it easy is I'm still rebuilding my foot. The reason why I was offline for such a long time is because I had a wipeout in the mud quite bad, and I'm on the backside of recovery right now. So the foot, while doing really good, I still got to take it easy with it. So pushing aggressively on this stuff is not really something I'm able to do, but it's definitely something I want to do. Oh, chill out, chill out. It's just a blind. I normally love to attack that, but now, if you're interested in finding a road like this on Prince Edward Island, just for you to have a little bit of fun like us today, feel free to check me out on Instagram and send me a message, and I'll send you a route. And if that's not your thing, I'll leave a couple links to a couple videos that I made where I go through my top 3 ADV rides on Prince Edward Island and my top 3 Blacktop rides on Prince Edward Island. Both are really, really good sets of rides. If you're ever coming up here, if you put them all together on a bike like this, you'll have a good time for sure. Watch that rut in the center. See if I can transition over delicately like. There we go. Not too bad conditions at all for the roads though, eh? This feels great. Things are going to tighten up here a little bit, but overall I think we're going to have a blast on our first ride out with the crew. Oh yeah, look at the boys just creeping this up. Oh. Beauty. Oh, we're getting some mud now. Okay. Not too bad still though. Still great. So, for the returning island riders, we got to talk about a few things. Every year we have a theme. Every year we go on a big trip. Now, every year I keep the big trip a little bit secret until we actually do it. But as you can see, we've been to New Brunswick, we've been to Quebec last year, been to Nova Scotia, and we've been to Cape Breton. And all of those trips are all a huge long series. So if you want to see a little bit more about Island ADV, what we're at, go check out the playlist section below and you'll see all the big trip series playlists. You can watch those. They're a little bit fun. I enjoyed putting them together. I like rewatching them myself because it's kind of like reliving the moment. But as far as theme goes this year, Island Riders, the theme is beginnings. Yeah, kind of weird, eh? Trust me, it'll make sense. It'll make sense. It always does. Remember, it always does. We always have a theme. The theme links to a bigger mission. The bigger mission links up to a great adventure. Boy, I love it. And again, for the new folks, what am I riding? This is a KLR 650. It's a 2018, and we've got some mods to it, that's for sure. We got the screen riser up there, you know. We got the awesome mirrors. I get always asked about these mirrors. These are double take mirrors. You can still find them on Rocky Mountain ATV as a set. They use ram mounts. They're really awesome. New upgrades like we were talking about in the last episode. Brand new rear suspension spring. We got the progressive front fork springs there too on this terrain. It's been awesome. It's been great. But I love this bike. I've had this since the big scare of 2018 when Kawasaki threatened not to make KLRs anymore. And I kind of panic bought it because it's my dream bike. I've always wanted a KLR 650. Now I got one, and its name is Silver Fox. There should be a road that comes up called Grady Road. This it? This is it. Oh my god, is it graded? Look at this. This has got to be it for one. Look, it's great. I think this is graded. Whoa, man, we are way early into the season for grading roads. I mean, the ditch is still there, the right side washout, but this is looking great. A little bit of mud coming up front. Let's gear it back down a bit. Yeah, this is the kind of slop that I was thinking about. Not too shabby. Ah, it's crazy. This foot injury, man. Not a fan of the recovery process on the bike. Oh, side by side coming up front. That's cool. Let's get to a spot where we can get out of his way. It's a beauty red one, eh? A CF1? Or is that a CF Moto? That's a beauty of a machine. I love it. Love to see it. Recovery biologically is pretty much done, but recovery mentally on the bike has a way to go, I believe. I've got a lot to relearn on this machine. The foot feels different and the nerves are kind of shot. It doesn't allow me to be as aggressive on it here now, but you gotta be. Success off-road involves a certain amount of careless abandon, you know, you gotta kind of push it and know when to push it and be acceptance of that push. Like, otherwise you're just gonna get wiped out. Last time I pushed it a bit too far. Man, this is going great today. I love this. Let's watch this blind hill, see if anybody's pushing up hard. Oh yeah, look at this. Nice descent. Can't see it on the GoPro, but she's straight down, folks. Ah, I love it. Oh, it's straight uphill afterward. Oh yeah, we've been here before. We came back here in like season 2 or something like that. Look at that beautiful red dirt line going right up into the horizon. Let's push this one, Island Riders. See how it makes up on top. After that, I think we got all the data we need prior to our shakeout run coming up this weekend. And there we are. Who knows where we go? Let's try St. Patrick. I think St. Patrick's has something really cool. The best part about a dual sport, man. Red mud to blacktop, just like that, like a light switch. St. Patrick's Road. Yes, I remember this one. This is a sweet looking road. Wait till you see it as we crest over the hill. Yeah, look at that. It's just a gigantic hole in the ground. Look at that. It's like a wall of red over there if you just look at it. Oh man, that's so cool. Parts like this of Prince Edward Island always make me smile, Island Riders. Anyway, I think we have all the data we need. The fact that it's not a swamp at the bottom of that tells me that we're going to have a good time this weekend for our shakeout ride. And I can't wait to share that episode with you too. That'll be coming up here in a little bit on the channel. Hopefully we'll get that all squared away and get the crew out and see what everybody's been doing for the wintertime. Hopefully not nursing a crushed foot. But anyway, I hope you're riding safe. It's good to see you back. And if you're new here, I'm glad you joined us up for this ride. Whenever we ride on this bike, Island Riders, I always consider like you guys are right there riding with me. And that's what makes it special. It makes it so I'm not feeling like I'm alone on this thing. But until the next time we ride together, Island Riders, welcome to Prince Edward Island. Welcome to Island ADV. Yeah!